As we're now moments away from the off, let's take a look at the grid order in which they'll start today's race. Thomas lines up on pole position, and it's Jack Aitken alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Matsushita, Hubert, Nick de Vries, and Correa, Boccolacci, King, Schumacher, Guan Yu Zhou, Tete Camara, Alesi, Louis Delatraz, and Aylot, Calderon, Mazepin, Latifi, and Ralph Boschon. Giotto and Mahavir Raghunathan starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Prema today. So, Davide, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
This race, this win, was about one thing and one thing only: consistency. Anyone can be quick for just one lap, but there's a difference between that and being quick every lap, over and over and over. If you can do that, if you can gain ground when your opponents make mistakes, but then not make mistakes on your own, you can just push and push.
It looks like it's time for the victory ceremony once again, as I can see the drivers beginning to make their way out for the celebrations. You can see it on their faces. It's another marvellous team win for Prema today. We're returning after yesterday's feature race for the final event of the weekend, the sprint. Down on the grid below us, the drivers are spending their last few minutes getting ready. Very soon, they're going to kick this race off in dramatic fashion. Davide, is there anything we should be looking for in today's race? The teams are all very competitive at the moment, so are we about to witness a push from anyone in particular?
Hi Alex, the team will have been studying everyone else out there very carefully. So I think we are in for a very interesting event today. I can't wait to see how this race unfolds.
Here's our winner pulling their Prema into Parc Ferme then. What a fantastic race. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
It was down to one thing: consistent pace over everyone else out there on the track. We could spend a great deal of time talking about race and tire strategy, what has occurred on the track, but at the end of the day, the difference here was down to simply being faster on track than everyone else. Amazing skill on show.
As we look back on a thrilling race here today, we can now see the drivers take their places on the podium. It's a familiar sight by now, as it's another successful F2 win for Prema. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. The gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race for our championship leader. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
Look at Guangzhou. It was fantastic all race long, and he showed me a great talent and fantastic quality. It's for that he's my driver of the day.
On to the teams then. Prema extend their lead at the top of the championship. That's it for today's race. From Davide and I, it's goodbye, and we'll see you when Formula 2 returns.